It's Arlen from Lode King. Today we're going to be going over the features and benefits of the Prestige Super B trailer that's behind me today, and give you a full walk around and talk about some of the features and benefits of this trailer, as well as some of the things that we've changed or improved on this series. Let's have a walk through and see what's new. The Prestige Super B trailers are available in three wall heights, 79, 82, and 85-inch wall height. Our standard wall colors are a white trailer with a black hopper is kind of the standard configuration for the Prestige trailers. Obviously behind me today you've seen a trailer where the customer has chosen a little different paint scheme with the silver and black. All those things are available for an additional cost. Some of the things that we did just to improve the trailer, they made the job easier, and it also preserved the life of the trailer as well. If you look, these are actually aluminum supports now. Traditionally in the past we had a steel supported leg here that had to be painted. We just felt it shed a little bit of weight, and you did not have to paint. It made the trailer a little lighter. Again, aluminum supports on the slopes, and while we're talking the slopes you see today on this trailer is a steel sidewall trailer, but it does have 063 aluminum slope material, taking the grain right down to the hopper as well. The lower hoppers are still steel construction. For those that have followed or purchased Lode King trailers for many years, we did make a change in the logo. We've got a great new Lode King logo on the side of this trailer, as well as all of the decals that we put on the trailer to reflect the branding change that we made in this past year. Something we try and do is to protect the trailer as much as possible, and you'll look just ahead of the landing gear. We have the 4-in-a-row mud flaps, a very heavy 4-belt system that we mount in front of the trailer as well, bolted onto an aluminum bracket, and it's actually a little wider than the trailer just to keep those rocks from blowing to the back and protect some of your sidewall as well. Definitely protects the Holland Mark V landing gear the way it's situated here, and you'll notice the cross bracing of this landing gear is very stiff bracing. Directly behind the landing gear, you'll notice the unloading light that's mounted on the landing gear bracket as well, shining down to the first hopper. You'll see gives you nice visibility for the nighttime. The second stiffener's got another light shining onto the second hopper. So great visibility, LED lighting, nice and bright for that nighttime work that you've got to get done. Another change that we brought in from our Distinction series is the stainless steel chute shafts that we have already been using on that series of trailers, and we've incorporated that design into this trailer as well. So no more painted chute shafts. This makes it easier if you should need to change the bearing. There's no paint to remove. Slides off the shaft much easier. The important thing to note is our chute openings, 16 by 24. Long and narrow, works great for unloading on a belt. It's the same size on all of our hoppers that we use for the Canadian market as our standard hopper opening. Just short of 24 inches of clearance for the hopper as well. Lots of room to get that swing auger underneath. And take note of the angle of the chute shaft, allowing you lots of room to have the auger underneath, and giving you room to open and close this chute. We'll just do a quick open on the chute just to show you what. Again, if you have a look inside of here, the chute comes beyond the opening of the hopper, so there's no hang up of material. Gives you a nice clean flow out of the hopper and is great for clean out. You can flip up a tab and remove your door completely for cleaning, but as you can see, a little brush, you can clean up any residual that's on the door itself. We mentioned the flaps that we have ahead of the landing gear. Directly ahead of the second hopper, we hang another row of 3 belts to protect that second hopper, as well as the opening it to keep any debris from coming up on the door as well. So a heavy 3-in-a-row flap mounted on the stiffener of the second hopper to protect that paint job that you've got there. And again, directly behind the second hopper of the lead trailer, again, there's a brake pot belting. Protects all your on this particular unit, the lift axle, your suspension frame, anything that's up and behind or along the running gear of this trailer. This is all optional, just great protection for this trailer. You'll notice the air box is mounted up on the rear of the trailer. It's a fully lit box for the nighttime use. You don't have to open the box because of the window. In this particular unit, you also have a air chuck, so if you need anything to be plugged in, you've got your air lines accessible here. All of your switching here for your load lights are done here as well. You'll notice the small airbag ahead of the axle. We left the first, the third axle, and the very back axle of the back of the Super B trailer. The lift axle is activated through the ABS system, so as soon as the ABS system senses load on the trailer, the wheels will come down automatically. There's no switches. It's an auto up, auto down system. As soon as the weight comes off, your suspension will lift. There is a manual override should you choose to keep all the axles on the ground for whatever reason. So you do have the option of just running it the way you see here today. While we're talking about suspensions, the unit that we see here today has been outfitted with the Hendrickson Tire Max Pro. Tire Max Pro is an inflate-deflate system. So this is set to a preset pressure. It will allow the tires to overinflate up to 10 psi, and then it will start dumping air as required if the pressure should exceed that 10 psi mark. It equalizes all your tires, reduces tire wear, and avoids overinflation, as well as filling those tires should you get a small leak into one of these tires. It will keep things inflated until you're able to make that repair. This particular unit has been equipped with the poly half-round fenders, which is an option on these trailers. In addition to the stainless fender package that many are familiar with, we do also have a flat fender option, but a durable lightweight option is the poly half-round fender. It still gives you nice, easy access up in between the bridge of the trailer. You can go up the stairs to access the upper ladder. Get access to the tarps here as well. You can open and close and still have a nice, safe place to exit the trailer. All of our trailers in the Prestige series do have the option of having power tarps to be installed, as well as the power chute openers, which is becoming a more commonly chosen option. Chute openers are mounted on the opposite side with a switch on this side, so you can activate your opener from either side of the trailer and allow you that convenience. In addition, you still have a remote that will operate the chutes as well as the tarp itself, should you choose to select that option. The Prestige series obviously are steel sidewall trailers. As you can see, we talked about some of the different paint color options that are available. There is a paint process that we go through and making sure that the trailer has a great appearance like this with a long-lasting finish. The trailers come in from the welding shop. They are given a phosphate wash to remove any of the soot and debris or oil from the manufacturing process. Right after that, they'll go into a steel shot booth where we knock it down to the raw steel. The steel shot really removes any debris that may be left on and gives it a nice porous finish to help the paint stick to it. After the steel shot, the trailers are inspected, and any cracks or seams that are sealed completely to make sure there's no moisture that can get in behind the paint. The paint process itself is a three-step process. Initially, the entire trailer gets a zinc coating, and after that process, we do a primer finish on the trailer. So after the priming process is complete, the trailer comes back and is reviewed to make sure there's no runs or blemishes in the primered finish, and that's when the final finish takes place. Trailers are painted with a long-lasting finish. It should give you years of reliable service. It's really important to note that the trailer should be washed on a regular basis, and that will help keep any of the debris that could affect your finish off of the trailer. The Prestige Super B trailer is what we call our load equalized trailer, meaning every hopper is able to be loaded the same, and it takes away some of the guesswork is how much do I put in the front hopper or the back hopper and have a legal load. It is our best load equalizing trailer that we offer today in the market. As mentioned earlier, we do have the power tarp available. We're going to open this one up and give you a look as to what goes on the inside of this trailer. Something you'll see is the slope material is black on this side. It'll be a shiny silver on the inside as well. and we'll just have a good look at the steps that go down into the hopper as well as over the divider wall itself. So from here you can see the tarp bows that we use. They're manufactured in-house. Should you ever have someone bend a bow, you can pick one of these up from your local dealer. There's 6 hoops on the lead trailer, spaced out nicely to give you a nice stiff wrap of your tarp. All of our trailers are equipped with the probe signs to make sure that you don't poke through the aluminum slope sheet of the trailer as well. When you look inside the trailer, you'll see the steps on the outside wall going down into the trailer. So you can see you can get right down in here. Should there be anything left hanging up here, it's very accessible to be able to clean this all up. The other thing to note is the slopes that we build into the sidewall here as well to keep anything from hanging up on the edge of the sidewall as well. So great clean out on this particular trailer. And you do have the option of crawling up over this divider wall to get into the other hopper. Take note of the bright lights. The load lights that are mounted, there's one in each hopper here as well. Something to note, we talked about our aluminum slope sheets. This is the 06 free skin that we rivet into the slope. The bottom hopper, again, as you can see, is a steel construction, so the slopes are replaceable. Also, the advantage, there's a weight savings here as well, and there's a little less corrosion on the aluminum. The Prestige trailer does have different lighting packages available. The unit you see here today has got top row lighting, lower rail lighting as well. And what's different on this trailer is the fact that we've added 3 additional lights on the bottom rail here, which act as a brake and a clearance light as well. And for added safety, the top 3 lights on this particular unit will act as a high mount brake light in addition to the clearance light that you see here today. The 2 corner lights will also act as signal lights when they're activated, so it'll give you that high visibility. Should these 2 lights become covered in snow, you do have another visibility point with the top corner lights acting as lights as well. Directly in back of the trailer, or the pull of the Super B, you'll notice the large tow hooks that are welded right to the main suspension frame of the trailer. Should you need to give this trailer a little tug, there are 2 hooks available welded right to the main frame to give you a great place to attach should you need to give it a pull. The tow hook actually doubles as a step as well, so you can see we do have a lower step point to get going up on the trailer. Got this. And again, there's a nice walkway in the back of the trailer. 2 grab handles to hang onto for additional safety. And again, the back of this trailer has the same access point as the lead trailer to crawl inside. We'll talk a little more about our wheel end. There's 2 wheel sizes available on this particular unit. You can get a 22.5 or a 24.5 wheel. The trailer you see here today has a aluminum wheel. We do have a white steel wheel option available, as well as a silver powder coated wheel. The important thing to note is the aluminum wheel is your lightest weight option, and gives you a great look for many years, and it's refinishable. All of our wheel ends are put together here at Lode King, so you do have the option of choosing some different drum options and some lightweight options should you choose to do that. All of our axles are vented. Should you ever choose to add an inflation system, which this unit already has, but it makes the job easier if you would like to add that to an existing trailer. The other thing to note, with our wheel end options, we have the option of either an 80/90 gear lube, which you see here today. The other wheel option is a semi-fluid Chevron Dello grease package that we made available. The oil package has a 1-year Lode King warranty, and the semi-fluid grease, the Chevron package, has a 2-year Lode King warranty. Disc brakes are an option as well on this trailer, should you choose to go that route. The Hendrickson Max 22T is the disc brake package that we currently offer on this trailer as well as an option. So a lot of different wheel ends and the wheel sizes available. Again, our primary tire is the Michelin tire. We do offer several different lines of the BF Goodrich, as you see on this trailer as well. So there are some options based on your personal preference available on this trailer. We'll just touch on some of the additional options that are available on the Prestige trailers. This particular unit has the vents installed on the roadside, So each hopper has got a vent going in, and it'll allow you to keep from opening the tarp completely if should you be dropping over a conveyor. We do recommend when dumping over a pit, when opening the door completely, that you crack your tarp open a bit just to give you a little extra airflow to avoid the tarp from sucking down into the hoppers. A couple of things that you can add: there is a vibrator bracket available that's welded into the side of the hopper. Again, it's for product that's a little tough to move and you want to shake it loose. We will install the vibrator bracket, and again, you'll use the air source in this box to power that vibrator. It's Arlen from Lode King. I'd like to thank you all for joining us today as we did our walk around on the Prestige Super V trailers. There's a lot more information available on our website at lodeking.com. You can also use our dealer locator. It helps you find that dealer closest to you, and they'd be happy to give you a quote.